All right. Speaking of the Texans, as we start to look and preview that game here, the Texans entered the season as the fourth shortest odds to win the AFC, but they looked impressive in their opener against the Colts. And I ask you guys, are the Texans actually the second best team in the AFC after the two teams ahead of them, the Bengals and the Ravens both lost, but the Chiefs clearly being the number one team in the AFC?
They could be by the end of the year. I would still, as of now, put the Ravens ahead of them. I still believe the Bills are going to be sneaky good. Josh Allen.
Didn't the Ravens spank them in the postseason?
They went to Baltimore and lost. Yes. So I thought the Ravens did nothing wrong, other than just being out of bounds by a toe.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think that the Ravens deserve that spot just below the Chiefs at this particular time. But Tyler, I mean,
I won't rule it out.
Impressive what they've done. Yeah.
I won't.
They were good before they added Stephon Diggs, and they were good before they added Joe Mixon.
And Danielle Hunter on defense as well. Yeah. Whereas a lot of these other teams, it's been a lot of subtractions more so than additions in their off seasons.
Yeah. Tyler, I would never say that's an idiotic thought. I think by the end of the season, they very well could be, or they could have a chance to win the AFC in a playoff. But as of now, that's not how I would rank them today.
All right. As the Cubs have won 2 in a row against the Dodgers, they're going for a sweep tonight. Waddle alluded to that earlier. Which would be more shocking to you? The Cubs sweeping the Dodgers on the road, or the Bears going out and winning on Sunday Night Football on the road?
Well, now that it's down to winning one baseball game, I think it's going to Houston and winning that. If you would,
I would say the same thing again.
Let's say I told you that at the beginning of the week.
Ooh, that's different.
Yeah,
that's different.
Yeah. I would have thought that. I didn't think that the Cubs would go to LA, especially because they had not been playing well lately. That they would go and sweep the Dodgers.
Their splits have been better on the road than at home, haven't they?
Offensively, they've been unbelievable on the road lately.
Remember, they've been playing in Pittsburgh. They've been playing in Washington.
Yeah. Going into the series, I would have said probably the Cubs sweeping, but now that they've won 2 and they're facing a guy who's very hittable, I would say I think this is a tough mountain to climb. I'm not telling you they can't win on Sunday night, but this is a tough mountain to climb for them against this team. It is at this point. They're still trying to find their rhythm offensively. So
6.5, correct? That's the line.
Number, yeah.
And don't forget, Friday, we're going to have Mike Tirico on, who has the call of the game for Sunday Night Football. So we'll talk to Tirico about this game on Friday.
I believe the trend is the Bears have lost their last 9 road Sunday night games.
Yeah, that doesn't shock me.
It doesn't mean anything for this year, but it's just one of those stats.
Yeah.
I think their last Sunday night win was 2018 against the Rams as well.
The Rams or the Niners?
That was their last just overall Sunday night win.
Oh, that's right.
Yours was the road. Yeah, the Niners was the road game there.
Wasn't it like a 12 to what was it?
It was ugly. Yeah.
12-7 or something like that.
That was the night that they beat the crap out of Jared Goff.
Yes. And it was I think they were,
and they broke Todd Gurley that game too.
Yes, right. And it was cold, right? He didn't want to be there.
Yeah.
Fangio.
So up north, the Packers and Matt LaFleur. So we haven't really talked much about the Jordan Love injury, but Matt LaFleur actually left the door open for Jordan Love to play on Sunday.
What?
He said, I'd say it's pretty open, but at the same time, he's got to be cleared, and reiterated that Jordan Love must be able to protect himself, and also said that Jordan Love doesn't need to practice in order to play on Sunday. Is this an actual thing? Do you think Jordan Love has a chance to play, or is Matt LaFleur maybe hiding the fact that Malik Willis isn't very good and he doesn't feel very confident in the backup quarterback there?
I'm not going to go with the latter, and I'm not saying that Malik Willis is good, but I don't think he's doing that because he's scared of Malik Willis. I just think that this is posturing, or maybe, who knows, maybe the injury isn't as bad as they thought.
It may not be, but I'd be very surprised.
Me
if he
too.
played. I mean, I think this is your standard NFL head coach. Basically, isn't forced to tell you that he's available or not available on a Wednesday. He'll tell you that he's not going to be available on Friday or Saturday.
Yeah, and they told us 3 to 6 weeks to start with,
Yeah.
and that's what was being reported. I would think at minimum he'd miss a couple, but still, like, strange things have happened where guys come back way quicker than we ever think. So who knows?
Another quarterback injury, Joe Burrow with his wrist says it is, quote, absolutely not affecting his throws. But if you saw some of the throws that he made on Sunday, and also there's the video going around of him versus the water bottle, that was a battle that he was not winning very, very well there. How concerned are you about this Joe Burrow wrist injury for the rest of the season?
Wasn't he flexing the wrist too? That it was more than just the water bottle, that they showed him a couple of times on the sideline,
a lot,
twisting the. That's what
the huddle too.
Yeah, that's what worries me. Like, and I saw Burrow today. I believe he spoke at Bengals after Bengals or before Bengals practice, saying, "Oh, what are people saying?" And they had to explain it to him. Like, the water bottle thing isn't as much of a thing as he keeps flexing that wrist.
Yeah,
and that's the injured wrist.
Well, is it? Somebody said, I read this somewhere, where this is a risk. This type of injury affects other people, and like it's unique to something different, not football. Which, and Tyler, you probably would know that better than I. That this type of surgery and injury is more common with fill in the blank, and that
what are you
actually
trying to say?
Blood flow and feeling in the hand and the wrist is something that this injury is equated to. So, like,
we still talking about sports?
We are. This is one of these injuries that actually can lead to lifelong, problems.
Yeah, so
that's what I think they've been.
May make you go blind, are you saying?
No.
What Meller, what's he talking about?
Back in May, it was reported that he will deal with on and off inflammation for quite some time.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a concern.
This is an injury that's kind of a unique injury that has, like, some people who get this injury, whether or not they're athletes or not, they lose feeling in their wrist and they lose function in their wrist and their hand to a certain degree.
That's not good. Yeah, I'm concerned.
So you got to do the stranger, I guess.
I could never pull that off, ever.
Really?
Yeah, that's like someone. That's a really that's stranger danger for me. Can't do it.
Well, I wouldn't imagine you're going to get hurt. You just don't.
Well, that's how bad it
well.
is. It just I can't get no. Have you've executed the stranger?
I think it's yes. I think in the course of my lifetime, yeah. I think that's ambidextrous, I think, is the way. Or
have you ever sat on your hand and made it go numb and then tried it?
No, that's stupid.